Everybody, and welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Kiy-Lee and I am 15 years old, and in today's video I will be giving you guys a little kind of prepping slash survival a little prepping slash survival kind of video on tips I've learned this year when it comes to prepping and survival. So starting off with number one, as you guys know, there has been this mysterious weird virus thing going around where it's a bunch of different stuff mixed, and it impacts a lot. And I actually am just now, I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm getting over it. I had a very sore throat. I don't know what it was, but I know what it was, but it was not fun. It felt like somebody was taking their claws and going like this, just right down my throat. And I had mucus, and it was just not good. And I had a little bit of muscle pain. Well, not pain, but aches. And I know my mom has talked about this on her channel. But I don't know, it just had kind of hit me. But not as strong as it hit my mom. And we decided that we're actually going to start wearing a mask. Which leads me to the first thing. Since this year has started, there's been so much going on. And one thing that I have noticed, because we used to wear a mask and then we stopped. And now we're getting back into wearing our masks because whatever this thing is that's going around, it's lingering and stuff, and it's just not fun. It's a mix of the stomach bug, the flu, COVID. Some people are getting pneumonia. There's the razor blade virus. I think that's what I probably got, but not really as bad. But it was still, my throat was killing me, and it did not feel good, and I was tired and stuff, and it just was not a fun event to be going through. But either way, stocking up on masks, that is something I will highly encourage, not just because of sickness and stuff, but because masks can essentially protect your face from getting, if there's a fire, smoke just constantly coming in your face. And another thing, on the contrary of hiding your face, well, not hiding your face, but more so shielding your face, I would say get goggles. You never know what can happen, and you need to cover your eyes. And the last thing you want to be doing is in a survival or a scary situation and you can't see anything. That could possibly be one of the worst things besides getting hurt. To cover your eyes and your face, that can honestly help in so many different situations. Whether it's something where you need to cover your nose due to a bad smell or a leak of something that you probably shouldn't inhale too much into, or you need to mask your face from flames if you're walking through somewhere that's possibly on fire, or house catches on fire due to any reason, or somebody just out there being cruel who sees, oh, that's a house that's standing, there's probably people inside, let me set it on fire. Or if you were to actually set a fire, let me re-say that. If you were to start a fire to keep warmth and it got out of control, and there's a certain word I'm looking for, and I cannot remember what the word is. Hold on, it'll come to me. Okay, I got it, the word came to my head. Debris. If there's debris flying around and you want to mask your face from it hitting your face or anything like that, then mask would ultimately be one of the ways to help. And then covering your eyes. You never know what can happen, and you don't want smoke in your eyes or something flying into your eye. So goggles would ultimately be one of the things to have with you. Another prepping slash survival tool or tip that I have learned is having extra blankets. So this winter, it's been really weird for me where I live, because normally, for one, telltale sign that it was going to be weird, or different is because of the fact that normally the leaves fall off the trees fully. And I don't know if this is for everybody, but there's still leaves on the tree. There's still sunflowers that are trying to bloom, and there's still green grass. It's not all dead. So that's kind of like tripped me up this winter because I'm used to leaves falling down off the trees and stuff like that. And that is just not how this winter is turning out to be. So that's definitely one of those things that kind of tripped me up, but also has made me more aware that not every winter is going to be the same. I always knew that not every winter was going to be the same, but this has really just kind of brought it more and more to me that not every winter is going to be the same. So kind of prep for anything, because we've had our warm days and we've definitely had our cold days. And you've heard about this from my brother, but that storm that we were supposed to get, I hyped it up and I got so bummed out because we didn't get snow. So a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but a good chunk of people had prepped for snow and they never saw snow, unfortunately. But they never saw snow. So with that being said, prepping for really anything, because I'm pretty sure even though they didn't get snow, and if you're out there and you're watching this and you prepped and you didn't get snow, that is completely fine, because either way you still have stuff now and you have abundance of cereal or tissue paper or paper towel or soap or whatever you stocked up on. Even if it's your medication, you now have a big abundance of that, which is something that could be so helpful because you never know when you're going to need it in the long run. So any of that extra stuff that you used and you had prepped for and you never saw snow, you could put that in your stock up pantry and easily start one, since you have kind of a base now to start one. Next up is eating healthy. So I know I've talked about this a lot in my things, prepping healthy foods, and I also know my mom has mentioned this, but prepping healthy foods. So I cannot count the amount of times this year especially I have heard the New Year's resolution or goal is to eat more healthy. And when it comes to eating healthy, I know it can be a little bit tricky with like the cravings and stuff, but ultimately it's a good thing. And this year I've been looking at more of the calories on the back of like junk food and stuff, and I mean not calories, ingredients, and I've noticed that there's long list, well, I've been new, but there's long list of stuff I can't even pronounce. I can't even begin to try and pronounce because there's so many big words of stuff I've never heard of, and I'm pretty sure may not be needed or it could be needed. But not just that, but also the high sodium and sugar content in a lot of this stuff. It's honestly mind-blowing how they are able to compact so many calories and fats and unhealthy stuff into one little bag of fruit snacks or something. But I've also noticed that a lot of these companies, and it's nothing against companies, but they're creating a lot more junk food. Like, they're creating a lot more junk food. Like, they're going and they're combining with all of these stuff. Like, the other day I had saw Reese's and Oreos had collaborated with each other. And if you know anything about Oreos, is that you can know that Oreos can be sweet. And I'm not a Reese's person, but Reese's can be sweet. I'm not really a Reese's person though, because peanut butter, it's like too much. I've never really been like a Reese's fan. Yeah, no. Or a Butterfinger fan. It's just not for me. But that's besides the point. They have been collaborating with so much stuff to make it so much more tempting to the human eye to grab stuff. And I won't lie, it does look very tempting, but when it comes to prepping, that is not the kind of stuff you want to prep. Simply because you want to be able to be healthy and have enough energy and enough calories and healthy proteins in order to survive in a situation. Because the last thing you want to do is especially try something new or eat something that is unhealthy or abnormal or unfamiliar to the human body, and then you have a problem in the long run. Next up is medication. So when it comes to medication, I know it's kind of been coming off the shelves really fast when it comes to Tylenol and Advil and stuff, because everybody is getting sick and medicine is needed for it. Because like I said, I don't know what's going on personally, what's going around personally, but all I know is that it's not good and it is not doing us any justice. But anyways, I can positively say that I've seen a lot of these stores starting to run out of medication because a lot of people are buying it, like your Advils, Tylenol, stuff you take for headaches, and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend, while still it's gonna be on the shelves, but if you can, stocking up on any medication you know you need to use, whether it's Tylenol, Advil, Claritin, Flonase, allergy medicine, baby aspirin, whatever you feel like you need, get it. Get it while you can, because a lot of this stuff is flying off the shelves pretty fast. And with the way this world is going, we're all going to need a little bit of help with a little bit of a stockpile. And that is just something that we can't really help, because it's a lot going on. And it's a lot that some of us cannot control. Yes, some of us cannot control. Leave it at that. Another thing is dry ice packs. The ones that specifically you snap in half and then shake, or you shake and then snap in half. Those could be really good for if you have a wounded area and you don't have a freezer or something. That could seriously help, especially in a scary situation. Being able to apply something cold or something that symbolizes or makes the impact of as ice would, that could be something very, very, very helpful to any wound. Whether it's like a scratch that you want to put ice on, you hit your head, you want to put ice on it. Either way, it could be really helpful. But that is going to be it. That's just a few of the simple tips and tricks that I have learned or been better exposed to, and I understand a lot more at the beginning of this, at the beginning of this year, and we're only 26 days into the year. So, this is going to be posted tomorrow, so technically 25. Tomorrow I'll make 26. Today's 25th. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!